Welcome everyone back to another video here on Middle-earth Gaming. In today's video we have some more news about the new edition. Warhammer community has put up a new article going over some of the new details about the new changes that are coming with the new edition. So we're going to go through all that in this video. We also have a new, I'm going to guess, leak. It's already come out before. Cameron from Paint and Pour Up, I think he found it and he's put it out already, so make sure to go check his channel out if you haven't already. But yeah, and that's more to do with heroic channeling. We've figured out what heroic channeling is, so we're going to go talk about that first actually before we get into the article. But if you guys want to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and share and subscribe if you haven't already. I do want to say a big thank you to all the channel members that help out the channel. You guys are amazing. If you guys would like to become a channel member for monthly giveaways, exclusive exclusive perks, all that kind of stuff, and a member-only Discord chat group, make sure to join the members only in the comments in the description below, and make sure to join the Discord as well, guys, because it's not just for members only. There's a members only section, but there's also for everyone else who wants to join and who loves Middle-earth gaming in general, but also loves SBG and just we talk about everything, to be honest. So make sure to join over and join in on the fun. But let's get straight into it. So here we go, guys. Heroic channeling, I've just put it up on the screen here. So you can see heroic channeling, it is done in the move phase as per normal, but it has changed quite effectively. When we found out about the new magical powers from that leak a few weeks, or was it 1 or 2 weeks ago now? There was no heroic channeling spells going on underneath like there usually is. And this is the reason why. It's because a hero who declares heroic channeling will count the result of their next casting test this turn as a 6. As a result, they do not need to roll a dice for their casting test, but will still need to spend a will point to cast the magical power as normal. So there's no more, and that's essentially it. So I definitely think that, in my opinion, Magic has been taking a bit of a nerf this edition. With transfix and immobilize, being just stopped moving, as well as Sorcerous Blast, just no more blasting into enemies or anything like that. It definitely has taken a nerf, I think, for the better, in my opinion. There's obviously some big changes that's occurred with it, but again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So here we have the Warhammer community article, guys. So it says Middle-earth strategy battle game, key changes in the new edition. So this came out again about 2 AM my time, so unfortunately I couldn't get a video done on this, guys. Apologies. But I had to, I have to get up and work at 6, so I need some sleep. But here we go. It says the new edition of the Middle-earth strategy battle game is nearly here, and we're kicking things off in royal style with the War of the Rohirrim Battle of Edoras box set. As with any new edition, the design studio have made a number of rules changes and additions to ensure that gameplay is as smooth and exciting as possible. We caught up with the lead developer to get the lowdown on the biggest and most exciting changes you can expect from the shiny new edition of the Middle-earth strategy battle game. As you guys can see here, we also have some of the new models here as well. We have Lord Thorn, we have Wolf, we have that's Haleth. That's Haleth, and that's Hammer up the top there with the bow. As you guys can see, we also have some Dunlendings, and there's General Targ there. We have some different Rohan cloaks. So obviously they're going to be for Rohirrim traitors. So I don't think there's going to be any Rohirrim traitor models necessarily. There probably will be, like I said, a profile for it. But yeah, you just paint the different cloaks or paint them how you want back black. I've seen some people say that you could do like Dunlendings like with Rohan shields or something like that, like some for conversions. Again, if you want to do that competitively, you're gonna have to be very careful as we'll go along. War gears are very, very tight now, so you'll just have to be careful if you want to do it in more legal terms, like if you want to go into GW events, that kind of stuff, because I think they'll be quite strict on that. But yeah, very, very cool. Nice to see. Then we have working on a new edition is always exciting and a challenging task. We spent countless hours poring over the current edition of the game, assessing every aspect, analyzing what could be improved, and reading through feedback from the community to ensure that we were doing less in line with what the fans wanted. No, sorry. So surely what we were doing was in line with what the fans want, not less in line. That's completely different. The new edition will certainly play like the game we all know and love, which is great. And it builds on a solid foundation of previous editions to bring you what we believe to be the best edition of the Middle-earth strategy battle game. That's a big call. I know everyone's got their favorite edition, like, you know, I love some people love the Hobbit edition, like with the massive brutal power attacks and all that kind of stuff, and magical powers out of the wazoo. And everyone loved the current edition, so it's going to be interesting how everyone reacts to this new edition. We are avid fans of both the game and the wider world of Middle-earth, and we've spent a great deal of time shaping the new edition to incorporate as much of your feedback as we can. With that said, let's have a look at some of the key changes. So reworked profiles, as you guys can see, we have Aragorn here, which is pretty cool. So we do have some profiles that we can look at. Some of the stuff that is in this article, guys, is stuff that's already been leaked and we've already gone through. I'll do a bit of a what do you call it, like a bit of a revision as well, but there's a few new things in those changes as well, which we'll get to. So reworked profiles. Every single profile in the strategy battle game has been reworked. Yes, every single one. We knew that already. So some have had very minor changes, while others have a complete overhaul. The aim here is to make each character or warrior feel closer to how they appear in the movies and the books. Many of the original characters lacked the kind of rules that the more modern releases gained. I agree with that. And so we have taken this opportunity to give them characteristics their own. Give such characters, I can't even read at the moment, their own special rules to help them better reflect how they appear on the screen. So here we have Aragorn. So we have Aragorn Strider. So he has 160 points, which is the same as normal. He's move 6, 5 value 7, which is nice, an extra 5 value. 3 plus shoot value, same. Strength 4, defense 5, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 4 plus. Nice and easy. So that would, in the old edition, that would reference him to be courage 6, which makes sense. And intelligence of 3 plus. He's got a good noggin. 3 mind, 3 will, 3 fate. Nice. That hasn't changed. He's race man, faction, fellowship, and Dunedain. I don't think that's changed for Strider. Unit type hero, infantry unique, and base size of 25mm. War gear is a ring of barrier here and hand and a half weapon. So the ring of barrier here, which obviously is a new thing. This is a unique piece of war gear. I'm guessing unique piece is probably going to do with some special rules, kind of like Nazdak, where he can't pick up a unique thing. I think that's probably have to do with some ruling, whatever it is. Whenever Aragorn is affected by magical powers, after any resist tests have been made, if able, he may roll a d6. On a natural 6, Aragorn is not affected by that magical power. That's kind of cool. I like that. Heroic actions, heroic accuracy, challenge, defense, march, resolve, strength, strike. He's basically got all of them. Nothing really changed there, is it? It's pretty much all the same. Options, Andril for 40 points, Brago for 20 points, Armor for 5 points, Bow for 5 points, and Elven Cloak for 5 points. Andril, Flame of the West. This is a unique Elven hand and a half weapon. Whenever Aragorn makes strikes with Andril, he never requires more than a 4+ when rolling to wound. That's the same. Although, if Aragorn uses Andril as a 2-handed weapon, then he will still gain the bonus of +1 when rolling to wound, meaning he will wound on a 3+. That's insane. I think that's new, I believe. Special rules, Horse Lord, Mighty Hero, and Resistant to Magic, which I don't think did he have Horse Lord? I don't know. But yeah, kind of cool profile. Again, very much similar to the old Aragorn profile, but nice changes in there. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, a few things to go through here. The first characteristics, fight value and shoot value, have been separated to make them more distinct. That's nice. Courage is now presented as a target number rather than a given value. We knew this already. It still requires 2d6 and you just got to pass it. You just have to equal to or target the number target. You don't have to add your courage because that wouldn't make sense in this edition. There is also new characteristic intelligence marked I. The second thing you'll notice is that a model's keyword are presented differently, divided into 3 sections, denoting the model's race, faction, and unit type. Some models may have multiple keywords in each section, depending on their character. Base size is also listed here, removing any confusion for players. Aragorn has had a lovely bump in his fight value, going from 6 to 7. In this edition, we have redistributed fight values, something that his fans have been asking about for a long time. There are a lot of models in the 3 to 6 range, making it quite congested. And while there is still caps at 10, we have taken the opportunity to spread out the fight values in that 3 to 6 range, and even a few beyond. Profiles that would have been considered to be at the top of fight value 3 will be bumped to fight value 4, which we'll see to in a second. And those at top value 4 will sit instead bumped up to fight value 5, and so on. So yeah, I think you're going to see Uruk-hai probably at fight 5. I think Elves probably fight 6. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone's fight 7. I think a lot of the Elven heroes will go up to fight 7, and I think elf heroes, normal elf Because what you have, it's interesting because Galathrim Court Guard at the moment are fight 6, I believe, aren't they? So will they go up to fight 7 to equal the heroes, or are they just going to stay at fight 6? Who knows? And we're also going to have as it says here, we also have a look at the war gear each character has in the movies and the books, and we have tried to incorporate signature gear into their rules. Aragorn has 2 such examples, the Ring of Barahir and his horse Brago, one of many named mounts that get their own rules in this edition, which is nice. So Brago is a mount that uses the profile below, so he's movement 10, 5 value 2, shoot value of 6+, which I don't know, he wouldn't be able to shoot. Strength 3, defense 4, 0 attacks, 1 wound, courage 6+, and then intelligence of 6+. So pretty standard horse, I would say. But it's a special rule that really gets into it. And yeah, the characteristics are the same. So he's sure-footed steed. If Aragorn would be knocked prone whilst riding Brago, and Brago is not slain as a result of the effect causing Aragorn to be knocked prone, then before becoming a separated mount, Aragorn may roll a d6. On a 6, Aragorn is not prone and stays mounted upon Brago. Aragorn may use might to improve this roll. This is really cool. Stuff like Sorcerer's Blast, I assume stuff like because Sorcerer's Blast, you don't get knocked away anymore, but you do get knocked prone if you survive the hit. And I believe it might only be for the mount. I don't think it's. I think it might only be for the rider. I don't think it's for the mount. It might be for both. But yeah, that's awesome. You can use might for it. So I think that's really cool. How many times you get knocked over with your hero on a mount, and it's like, yeah, it's very frustrating. So even if you get a 5, I reckon you might that to a 6. Keep Aragorn on a horse. That's really cool. So next we have a Warrior of Minas Tirith. So they are 8 points. So I think, is that 1 point more? I don't really play Minas Tirith. They might be 8 points. Wait, who knows? So here we go. So move 6, 5 value 4. So they've gone up a 5 value, which is nice. Shoot value of 4+, strength 3, defense 5, 1 attack, 1 wound, courage 7+, initiative 7+. Initiative. I keep saying initiative. I'm thinking 40k. Intelligence of 7+. So as you guys can see, another 5 value increase up to from 3 to 4. As I was saying before, I think that this is going to mean that those ranges of 5 values are obviously going to change. So obviously, Warriors of Minas Tirith. Minas Tirith is a great faction in the Third Age. The descendants of Numenor, somewhat. So I think that people are saying maybe what Numenorians to fight 5. Who knows? We'll see. But I think more for the evil factions, I think Goblins will stay at fight 2. You'll have Mordor Orcs stay at fight 3. And then I think Morannon Orcs, because they're more like the more beefy versions of Orcs, such as the Warriors of Minas Tirith, I think they'll go up to fight 4 as well. So I think Moria Goblins will stay at fight 2, Mordor Orcs will stay at fight 3, and then Morannon Orcs will go up to fight 4 with the Warriors of Minas Tirith, and then I think Uruk-hai will go up to fight 5. Those are my opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So here we go. So war gear, they have heavy armor and a hand weapon. That's what they come with standard. And then options. We were talking about this before in a separate video. A Warrior of Minas Tirith must have one of the following options for the list points costed. War Horn and Shield for 26 points. So that's cool. Shield obviously is included. Banner for 25, so banners are still the same price. Shield and Spear for 2 points. A bow for 1 point and a shield for 1 point. So no more can you have like I don't know, bows and bows and spears together, that kind of stuff. But you can still have a shield, a spear, and a hand weapon. It seems like because it doesn't replace the hand weapon. So that's cool. Or you can have a hand weapon and a shield, or you can have a hand weapon with a banner, or you can have a hand weapon with a war horn and shield, that kind of stuff. So that's cool. And of course, they still have their shield special rules of shield wall. So again, this one's not changed too much. Really, the 5 value is the biggest change. Obviously, courage and intelligence have changed quite a bit. So, intelligence is new, so that's different, obviously. Much of the above applies here as well. So we see the model's keywords, the base size listed. A Warrior of Minas Tirith also getting a nice improvement in their 5 value. Perhaps the main thing to point out here is the way warriors now select their war gear. The list of war gear options is presented similarly to previous editions, but a warrior may now select a single option from from the list as their given points cost. Some warriors may choose not to take any options, while others, like the warrior Minas Tirith, must select an option from the list provided. This has been done to ensure all models accurately represent the war gear they may carry, and so that there's no confusion mid-game. When a player looks at a model, they should be able to tell exactly what war gear the model has. So a lot different than what the Hobbit edition was. When the Hobbit edition came out, when people were doing conversions, even with the Middle Earth edition, the first Middle Earth edition, I remember the Middle Earth edition when that first came out in 2018. They were saying you can pay points if people converted in. They didn't want to invalidate people's model collections, so they kind of go on the back foot here. Whatever comes in a box, that's what you can use. Again, I think this is going to be kind of a bit. It has already been quite a bit of talk about it on some of the groups. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with it? Do you not? I think for the greater good, I think it's good because you just see some weird combinations. I think this is obviously going to impact more armies than not, such as elves, but we'll have to wait and see. So intelligence characteristic, you have a bit more of a understanding of how it works. So some special rules, such as trying to spot an invisible ring bearer, will require models to take an intelligence test, and monsters will need to do so when they make a hell brutal power attack to see where they can throw the target. These are just two examples of interaction in the game. So that kind of makes sense. Trying to look for a ring bearer, obviously you wouldn't need to roll a courage for that. That would make no sense. But you're trying to look for them, so you see how intelligent you are looking for them. Again, with trolls, they're pretty dumb, so we'll see how they go. Priority roll, again, we've done that before. You basically roll for priority as normal. If you win, you can give your opponent priority. So again, like we said before, I think that would work quite well in the early game, because if you're not sure what you want to do, or you want your opponent see what your opponent does first, obviously give them priority. And then in those crucial turns when maybe when you're broken and you want your opponent to go first, so maybe half their army runs, that kind of stuff. But yeah, very, very cool. Clearer, more consistent wording. So in this edition, we have decided to rewrite, I can't even speak, everything from the ground up, ensuring that the wording for rules is simple where possible, providing more diagrams and examples, and making sure to use consistent rules terminology throughout. This doesn't mean that rules have completely changed, just the way that they are presented has changed to add further clarity in many areas of the Middle-earth Battle Game Rules Manual. So again, the game hasn't changed, it's written differently to make sure it's more clearer for people. Because how many times have you seen rules come up on a group, like how does this work, how does that work, can I do this, can I do that? So by the looks of this, it seems like you're going to have less of those threads pop up, which is always nice, so people don't yell at each other. For example, during the move phase, you will activate each of your models in turn, during which they will be able to move and do anything else that their rules permit, then that permit them to do during their activation. While this wording is new to Middle-earth, it is fundamentally mechanically the same, moving to clearer and better defined wording allows us to provide greater clarity and more in-depth timing steps for when rules take place, something that will only improve your experience. Other tweaks, so new special rules. Again, another one here, the match play scenarios. This is obviously more catered to competitive players. Have been rebalanced to go all up to 20 victory points. So not as much as 40k, which is great, because I'm not a fan of how much 40k goes up in victory points. Like, it goes up to like, what, 70 or something. It's insane, but no need for that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And we have a new keyword as well called dominant. Basically, what this means is that models count as the number of this model counts as the number of models as shown in the brackets when working out how many models are in the range of an objective. A specific area of this board, or when working out how many models have escaped the battlefield, so a model with dominant 3 would count as 3 models in the range of an objective, or in a specific area of the board, or these are 3 models when working out how many models have escaped the battlefield. So I would assume like trolls would have this keyword, so maybe trolls might have dominant 3, so it will count towards 3 models. So say you've only got one warrior of Minas Tirith, one model of Minas Tirith holding an objective, and then a dominant 3 troll comes in, then obviously the troll holds the objective. It's not like you still like you can't. Or well, actually, let's go the opposite way. When a troll with dominant 3, if they have dominant 3, holds an objective, one more administrator can't come to contest. You're gonna have to bring 3 or 4 to take it over. Again, which is interesting. I kind of like it. Makes it a bit more impactful. And then that's it for the article, guys. It does say come back later this week where we'll break down how army building works in the new edition. We may even show a few teasers of some of the army lists, and I know that's what everyone wants to see. So I will cover it as soon, well, hopefully they don't drop it very, very late, as they normally do, but I will cover it nonetheless. But yeah, there we go. What do you guys think about all this? Do let me know in the comment section below, guys. I'm very interested to know what you guys' opinions are and your thoughts on it. Obviously a lot of changes here, some of the things that we already knew about. Again, I'm getting more excited, guys. Pre-order is this weekend. On Saturday, 12 p.m. here in Australia, so it's on midday. I'll be at work, but I'll try and sneak away and try and pre-order it as I can. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait for it, and there'll be a lot of content coming on the channel for it, guys. I've got a few things planned and a few videos worked out already. So hope you guys are going to enjoy it. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video stream, and as always, happy gaming.